Welcome to the 10th class history. Students, before starting the chapter, I would like to give you an important information about your course. I think you are already aware that Government of India or CBSE board has reduced your course up to 30%. In social science also class 10, 30% course has been reduced. Now, which chapters you have to read? 4 chapters, actually they were to be completed throughout the year in whole course. But this time, only chapter number 1, that is the rise of nationalism in Europe, chapter number 2, nationalism in India, and these 2 chapters will be evaluated in board. Other 2 chapters, they will be given you only in periodic test. It means the last chapter which I have explained, the age of industrialization, it will be evaluated only in periodic test. This will not come in board. Only 2 chapters I have to explain for you. So the earlier video I have uploaded that was about print culture. Actually this chapter has been reduced. Course has been reduced. Today I am starting a new video, new chapter, that is up to your course. Chapter number 1 of history, that is the rise of nationalism in Europe. You have to travel to Europe with me. Students, before we start the chapter, it is required that some words have been given here. They should be clear. Without understanding the meaning of these words, chapter will be impossible for you. I would like to explain these words in a proper manner. See here, the first word you are seeing here, that is absolutist. Absolutist. What is the meaning of absolutist? Absolutist is a word in which any government or any system, it controls all the powers, all the sections of the government. In simple words, you can say the power of the government, it is controlled by any person, any group of person without consulting any other one. If any government does not consult, if any government is out of control, it does not require to consult on any topic with other institution of the government, with other section of the country. In this way, if ruling is going on without any other control, this system will be called absolutist system, or this government will be called absolutist government. There is no control over the government by other one person, group of person may be in power. It does not consult anyone for carrying the government. One word is clear. Second has been given here, utopian. Everybody thinks that situation should be ideal in his country. It means government, people, system, officers, all things should work in a proper way. They think this thing as an ideal dream, which is not possible really. Everybody thinks that ideal system should be followed in any country. It is only possible in dream. But if it happens any time, if this ideal system exists, if it is happening, I think again, if it is happening, generally it is not possible that ideal system should be posted in any country. But if it happens, it will be called utopian state or utopian. Utopian means an ideal imagination which is not really possible in existence. It is clear? Next word has been given here, nation. Nation word, it is common to all. What is the meaning of word nation? Nation is a wide word. Many philosophers have given the definition about this word, that is nation. what is the real meaning of nation. Actually, where we are living? We are living in a country. Country means group of people. Every person may have different culture, different tradition, custom, language and other things. But they all have common sense for their own country where they are living. They may be different in language, they may be different in custom, their language may be different, their other things are different, but they think common for the land, for the country where they are living. In common sense, it is called nation. Again, I would like to repeat you, nation is a area where people are living. These people share common culture, common history, common tradition, common custom with them. They are having respect for this particular land. This concept is called nation. Nation is an area where people live. They share common culture, common language. They may not be sharing common culture, common language, but still they are having common sense for their country where they are living. This is the meaning of nation. Next word has been given, nation state. Nation state, where a large system has been set up. It is called a state. In other words, it is also called country, where if any government has been selected or elected, this government works for all. At the other hand, from the side of citizens, you can understand this, but in such a way, when majority in common sense, when majority of the country supports that state. For example, in India, Tamil Nadu is there, Karnataka is there, Bihar is there. Suppose if the people of Bihar, Tamil Nadu or Karnataka, they do not support central government, what will happen? It will diverse, it will disintegrate the country. Then nation state is a concept in which commonness is found. People think commonly. They are living in a particular area. They support one unit. That is called nation state. There may be diversity, but diversity supports a center. This is the meaning of nation state. Next word is modern state. Modern state means if any country has been formed after a long struggle and merging all the previous system of the government into one, now the center has decided to rule from one place. I think in a simple way it can be explained that if the government is controlled from the center, if any country is ruled from the center, this time our country, other countries, they are being ruled by this system. Then if we follow centralized system, it will create unity, integrity inside the country. This is the meaning of modern state. The last word has been given here, that is plebiscite. Plebiscite means, in other sense you can understand it as referendum. Voting voice means a direct vote by the people saying yes or no. It means supporting anything in a quick, in a minute you respond it. Yes, it is right, it is wrong, without real voting. if you support any system by direct voting, yes or no, it will be called plebiscite. Why I have told you these words? Because throughout the chapter you are going to see that how different countries became a nation, how they have come to form in a nation state, what they were earlier. These things will be implemented here. Second thing, in the beginning of the chapter you have seen that one painting has been given here. If you see your books, you can see that a large painting has been given to you. See, this is the beginning of your chapter. In this page, you are seeing a large crowd. It is going somewhere else. Where it is going, I will tell you. And you are seeing one statue is standing here. That is the Statue of Liberty. And in the sky, God, goddesses and spiritual powers, they are doing something. Actually, what is going on in this picture? It is written here in 1848, Frederick Sorio has painted more than one painting. In one of his paintings, he painted that people of different parts of Europe are trying to be a nation or nation state. They did not want to be in any aristocracy, in any monarchical power or under any monarchical power. Now they wanted to be free from the clutches of the slavery. They wanted to remove the disparity in their country. Disparity means differentiation. In this part, major scales are something else. In that part, major scales are something others. And people are having problem when they are going from one place to another. In this picture, the people of different countries which are having different flags in their hands, they are going towards what they are longing for. Actually, they are demanding liberty. They are demanding freedom. What type of freedom? Because earlier, what they have seen, it was not up to their requirement. It was not up to their satisfaction. In every country, people want to live with freedom, with liberty and with satisfaction. For this, they had to start the movement against the established system of the government. These people who are going in queue, some people who are having flag in their hands, they have passed the Statue of Liberty. Means they have obtained their aim. They have obtained their target. And other people who are having flags in their hands, they are in queue behind them. It means some countries have become independent and some countries are in queue. These people who are going in a row singing the national anthem or other national songs, they want to reject the absolutist system. They wanted to reject the absolutist system. Why? Because they did not like to be ruled by any monarchy. You are also seeing that in the shadows, in the corner of the picture, some pieces of pillars, palaces, forts or kings are lying here. This is the indication that people have left these things. People have rejected the aristocracy. People have rejected the kingship, monarchical power. They did not like to be ruled by monarchy or aristocratic powers. In this way, this picture shows an utopian vision. This picture is showing utopian vision in a sense. The people who are going and passing through a Statue of Liberty, they want freedom, they want liberty, and the painter, he has painted a picture by showing an utopian vision. Utopian vision, nation, absolutist, these words already I have explained. Just after this theme, I would start the part number 1, that is the impact of French Revolution on the world when it requires in any country. Thank you.